So recently I did a very comprehensive review between the Mathews V3X and the brand new Hoyt RX7, two brand new models for 2022. And frankly, I've had a dilemma. I didn't know which one to choose. I was always going between the Mathews V3X or the Hoyt RX7, two great bows from two great companies. So today I finally made my decision and we're going to do a full build for you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Quick shout out to Texas Archery, the best archery store in all of South Texas, to be honest. This is a place that I go and I entrust all my archery needs to. Their professional staff is very friendly. They have every single, pretty much every brand, every accessory. This is a place that I highly recommend. And once again, this is the only place I go to for all my archery needs.
We have this year the RX7. This is not the Ultra, this is the shorter one. And then we also have the V3X 29 sitting side by side. So today, I don't know if you guys remember, a few months ago we did a kind of a test fire of both of these bows, and Nick shot them both back to back. And you know, so today is the build day. Finally, it's been a long time coming. So today he decides which one he's finally going to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, both has its pros and cons. I really love the Mathews V3X, such a quality product for 2022. For sure. Yeah, and Hoyt, you know, they've made so much improvements.
Oh, I know. It's
from the previous RX model, right?
It's a battle. It really is. I mean, even you kind of struggled back to back and didn't really know what direction to go. So now it's time to build it, and we'll see.
Let them know. What am I going to pick? What do you think? What do you think is going to be?
I mean, I kind of know. Do you want me to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag or what?
Man. Let them know what's going to be, man.
All right. I'm pretty sure some of you guys already guessed, but Nick chose the RX7 this year, and I can really see why. It's been a great selling bow for us. It's been awesome. It is in a little bit different price category than some of the other bows, so it's not for everybody. But for the guys looking for the ultimate lightweight shooting bow, you can't go wrong with the Hoyt RX7.
Yeah, and believe me, guys, the Mathews V3X, that is their best-selling bow, is it not?
This is by far our #1 seller. As far as length, we probably sell maybe a little bit more 33s than we do the 29s.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, surprisingly here in Texas, you know, you would think it would be the shorter one, but believe it or not, we sell just as many 33s as we do 29s. But by far, this has been our best seller this year, and it's a fantastic bow.
If this doesn't work out, I'm gonna come and get this.
Oh, you got two Ferraris here. There is no wrong decision. I mean, these bows are top of the line for a reason. We're getting ready to start the build. I've laid out a few accessories for you to check out. We have the Hoyt Ultra Rest integrated Q8E. We also have the Hoyt Superlight Carbon Series quiver. Laid out a shrewd quick disconnect just because it makes it nice. You already have one on your old rig right here, and one of the Hoyt Carbon Pro Stack stabilizers. I will say that we're probably going to rob that sight off of your bow because everybody in the world wants an Excel landslide, and they are very, very hard to come by. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take this one off and put it on the RX7, and then I'm going to get you one of the Picatinny rails coming so we can just convert it over at a later date and just snap it onto the front rather than mounting to the side. It's time to start the build. Hoyt was nice enough to set it on your draw length already. I think what we ended up last year was a 28 actually.
28, okay.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, 28. So I've got the felt on the rest. Now it's time to mount it up.
And this is the Hoyt branded.
Yes, so it's called the Hoyt. We call them the Hoyt IMX rest because they're integrated into the back of the riser.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Mathews makes one as well. It just keeps everything right down the center line of the bow. So just to eliminate weight on the right side of the bow for a right-handed shooter. So I've already tied the top knock set. I'm doing the bottom one, then we'll throw on the loop, and we'll start going to stretch out some strings. Remounted your sight.
Dude, that looks good, man.
It's gonna look even better. I mean, it looks awesome, but it's gonna look even better when we can attach to the Picatinny rail up front.
I love this axle sight, man. This thing is legit.
I love mine, and it's so lightweight. It's really the only sight that makes sense to throw on this carbon bow.
And it looks so good on the RX7.
Keep everything light. I really like this quiver too. It's super easy to mount, very adjustable. It fits super tight to the bow. I really like it a lot.
So Raymond, why would I go with the Hoyt quiver instead, and not like some other?
And have you felt this thing? It's super lightweight.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
dude, that's like nothing.
There's nothing there. But not to mention, I like how it mounts through the riser instead of like let's say a tight spot that goes to the back of the sight, which is what you were running on your Venom. But now you have this adapter that'll just go right up to your riser. Super solid, very strong, fits tight to the bow, everything you could ask for a quiver. Let's say if I wanted to put it here and it was too close to the bow or not close enough, I can just move this little set screw in 5 different positions to adjust how far it sticks out or how close it's to the bow.
Oh, that's sick, man. Hoyt thought of everything, huh?
Yeah, they really did on this quiver. It's pretty cool. Front side of the quiver, and once that's locked down, this thing will not move at all. It's very solid. Take it off, you literally just unscrew the knob, slide it right off. It's super easy. So you'll really like this one. So now the stabilizer's mount, but see, it's almost kind of, you know, for a 6-inch bar. Now what you could do also is mount this quick disconnect here, and then you essentially make it, you know, a much longer stabilizer just by going from this mounting point to this mounting point. We may try both and just let you, you know, see what you like.
Honestly, I probably will end up taking this off. It's probably gonna be too much.
You want me to go ahead and take it off?
Yeah,
right
let's
now?
just take it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, you see how easy it is. It just, we'll screw it right back in if you decide you want it.
So if you guys recall, I was shooting my Hoyt Ventum 33 at 70 pounds, and for some reason, Hoyt makes it seem like their weight isn't as true as what it is. So what I mean is, like, 70 pounds honestly feels like 65 pounds. But I've talked to my boy Raymond right here, and he recommends I go down to 65 pounds based on, because I'm told him if I'm going to be hunting, it's most likely going to be in a stand or a blind or something on the ground. And you know, you're really confined in space. So I'm thinking 65 pounds would be easier to maneuver, right?
Yeah, I think that'll be the smarter move, because just like you said, when you're hunting, you're sitting down, you're in awkward positions. It may be cold, you've got an adrenaline rush, whatever the case may be. You might as well be comfortable. Those extra 5 pounds are not doing as much as a lot of people think it is. Draw length does way more for you than poundage does.
Yeah.
So that 5 pounds that we're gonna take out is not gonna hurt you one way or the other.
So from the factory, they already said it at 70.
So
right?
it was, yeah, it was on 70 pounds. I checked it a second ago. I took a turn and a half out, 67-ish, but as we shoot it, you may lose a pound or two. I'm gonna take just a little bit more out of the limb bolts, and then we should be good. We're gonna go shoot it, pre-stretch the strings, get everything worked out before we do the peep sight, and start timing the bow and all that fun stuff.
This thing looks sick, doesn't it? God, I love the color, and it's so lightweight. It's literally feathers compared to the Ventum 33. Man, I am super happy with my decision. But don't get me wrong, the Mathews V3X, that was literally nipping at the heels of this. I'm like, man, should I just go with the aluminum bow? But you know, I decided, you know, I already had the Mathews V327, I have the Ventum 33 from Hoyt. Now I need a carbon bow in my life, so that's why I went this route. But don't get me wrong, if I would have done it again, if I chose the V3X, I wouldn't have any regrets at all. But yeah, I'm gonna shoot this, we're gonna chrono it, we're gonna see what we're sitting at with speed, get the peep adjusted, get the sight adjusted, do some paper shots, make sure it is shooting straight, and yeah, I'm ready to hunt. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, Raymond, I haven't been practicing as much, man.
You and me both. I've
been fishing, dude, so.
I hear you, and I've been bow fishing, so I've been shooting just not the right kind of bow.
All right, here we go. So first pull, man, I'm pretty excited. Okay, yeah. I need to stretch out a little bit.
Was it as smooth as you remember?
Oh yeah, that's really smooth. You said it's right at 65 pounds?
Yeah, we're hitting a little over, but I'm assuming by the first or second shot, you'll probably drop a pound.
Okay. I forgot how quiet this thing is. Are carbon bows normally quieter than aluminum bows, or is it
No,
vice
not
versa?
necessarily. Normally they've got a different sound. It's just a unique noise that they make, or I should say noise, just different sound. I mean, you're smacking arrows with no peep sight, so that's a good sign. So on this next shot, I'll actually come over there and I'll put this marker on the string. We'll mark your peep. All right, you nice and comfortable?
Yes.
All right, you just tell me up or down.
Up. A little bit more up. Yeah, right there.
All right, cool. So we got us a starting point.
You're not like talking.
Now it's time to check cam timing. You really want your cams in sync for tuning issues, but like when we get ready to shoot through paper here in a minute, if the bow is out of time one way or the other, you'll probably get a knock low or knock high tear depending on which cam is hot. But it's just like anything, you wouldn't want something more advanced than the other. So you want them in a marriage basically to where they hit together at the same exact time. You don't have one hidden before the other. That way they both leave at the same time as well. And it pushes that arrow out of the string straight. All right, there she is.
We got the peep sight on.
Peep
now we're just
sight
going to
is
make some
on.
adjustments to the peep sight if needed.
Yeah, just basically just fine tune it in, get it perfect for your eye height. But what you don't want to do is, you know, manipulate your anchor point to see through the peep. You want to make sure you've got a good solid foundation on your anchor and then try and look through the peep.
Gotcha. Okay, here we go. They say close your eyes.
That's the way to do it.
Close your eyes and get comfortable, and then you open your eyes. It might have been just a hair bit up, but let me just make sure.
On the high side?
Yeah, on the high side.
For me, looking from the side, it looked like it was a shade high. So I'm gonna bump it down just ever so slightly.
Okay. Oh, you're already looking, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, obviously you can see what you see a lot better than I can. I'm just looking from the side.
Okay, now it's a little bit too low.
Okay. So let's split the difference there. That's why we start on that mark, so we've got a reference.
Yeah, that's better.
You like it right there?
Yeah, I think that's
man.
good right there. But right now we're going to be paper tuning it, right?
Yep.
So we're going to make sure that it is flying straight. So when we put broadheads on,
Same point of
it'll be
impact.
accurate. Yep.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Loving this so far, dude. I'm not going to lie. All right, here we go.
And it's the vane tore a little bit, but we actually don't have much of a tear at all. That's a vane tear right there. It almost shot a bullet hole in the first shot. So you're pretty lucky, because mine I had to shim the cam left and right just for my arrow setup and my grip and everything. I don't know if we're gonna have to do anything, but let's take another shot real quick.
So this service that you provide, you know, paper tuning, well, why is it important? Why do guys need to do this?
So it's very important because, one, it lets you know how the arrow's leaving the bow.
Yeah.
So obviously you want the arrow to leave in a straight line. You don't want any kick up, down, left, right, any direction whatsoever to get the maximum performance out of the arrow, the maximum penetration, everything. But also, too, what you're trying to do is get your fixed blade broadheads and your field points to hit same point of impact. And usually 9 times out of 10, that's what paper tuning is doing, is getting those to correlate together and have the same point of impact.
Gotcha. So it's important when you come and buy a bow, you've got to do this.
It is a very important step that a lot of people skip. That one looked pretty good too.
Yeah, that looks really good from here.
Yeah, from here it looks like a bullet hole, but let's scoot up and see what it looks like. And if we are adjusting it, I don't think it's going to be very much. Okay, so we got just a little bit of a tear on that one, but I'm also going to look at this other one, and they look identical. So
what did you do exactly?
So I bumped the rest up just a couple clicks, and that's the freaking amazing thing about this rest, is I can sit there and click it and get it so perfect. Looks like I'm gonna have you shoot that one again just to confirm. But that one's got a little bit more tear in it than the first two. That's why I want you to reshoot that one and make sure.
Oh yeah.
So you're getting more tail right on that one than we have.
It's probably me though,
previous.
honestly.
Well,
right?
just shoot that one again, because that one, that's the same arrow you shot the first time, right?
Yeah.
That one's similar, but less of a tear. Yeah, that one's about the same. So it looks like we got the elevation out, but we're still getting some right. And I really don't want to move the rest anymore, so I actually may shim the cam just to get that out instead of changing your center shot any more than we already have.
Okay, so what did we do? We added shims, got the rest back to center.
I put the rest back to factory center shot, and then I shim the cam to the right.
Gotcha. Okay, well, let's do this. And this is the arrow I shot.
Let's see.
Hopefully this will do it. I think this will do it.
It definitely should. Looks pretty good from here.
That looks like a damn bullet hole to me.
Let's see if we got any more adjustments to do after that one. Still got a little bit of tear, man. Still just a little bit. It's better, still just a little bit more. All right. Perfect bullet hole.
Dude, oh my God.
So you see the difference?
Dude, that is crazy.
So now you know what to do. Now you just have to practice that grip and, you know, just get it down to where it's muscle memory.
Dude, look at this, guys. I don't know that to me that is a
that's
perfectly rounded hole.
Pretty clean. But yeah, if we put this arrow in there, we've got pretty solid bullet hole right there.
Guess, what do you think?
Oh man. I don't know, so we're at 28 inches, 65 pounds. You know, we need to get an Aero Weight too before we can, that way we let people know what the Aero Weight is, because that's gonna change everything. 457-ish, yep, there we go, 457. Yeah, that looks really good.
Okay, so what is your guess, Raymond?
28.
From the factory it says
It's 342,
42,
but obviously that's not realistic numbers for hunting arrows and people with our size draw lengths. And I'd be happy if you're anywhere close to 270. I'd say that'd be a good number, yeah.
Okay. With a 60, okay, yeah. All right, well, let's find out, shall we? 273. That's exactly where you want it to be, right?
That's what I was figuring, somewhere in there.
And honestly, 273, that's a respectable number.
Yeah, with a 457 grain arrow, that's plenty.
So you guys know I am not lying. 273, 457 grain arrow.